Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Today we're at the body shop, or should we call it the wrecker's yard, because if we have a look over here, there's all sorts of bits and bobs. And today I'm looking for an aerial, so come with me, because we've got to find an aerial, but it's a Pacific aerial, so fingers crossed, have we got one? So we're going to have a look in the wrecker's yard and see if there is one. And in fact, I mean, that's an aerial, isn't it? I wonder whether we should have that one, to be honest, because I wonder if that one may fit. Yeah, we'll have that one. There we are. That's going in my back pocket. Because as I look out there, I've noticed most of the cars are quite old. So we need that one to put on a customer's BMW. That's what we've got to do with it. So come on, let's go and have a look what's going on at the body shop. This is where we sort of stack them and rack them. And some of you may have noticed that some of these are on UK plates. See? UK plates, UK plates, UK plates. So we've got quite a good customer base that buys cars in the UK. Obviously these cars are what's called, well, write-offs in the UK. But of course in the UK most cars get written off for something simple like a crunched front wing and a broken light. That's not going to cost that much, but then you've got to find the parts, then they've got to hire you a car, all of that adds up. And if it's around about 35% of the value of the car, they write the car off. Then in the UK, that car is worth a lot less than a car that's not written off. So then people in countries like Cyprus buy the cars, import the cars, bring them to us, we repair the cars, and then either they've got a good car or they can sell it and make a profit. So that's what's going on there. And pickups are very, very popular at the moment. Now, come and have a look at this one. Nice Range Rover. Everybody loves a Range Rover, don't they? And everybody loves a Range Rover Sport. And I think the colour's lovely. It really is a beautiful colour, and it's got a beautiful cream interior. And I think these wheels, if we get down and have a look at them, I think those are works of art, aren't they? They really, really are beautiful wheels. In the two-tone with the black and the silvery chrome. A little bit of scuff on that one. That's what it's come in for, by the way. So this is obviously a person that looks after his car. But anyway, let's go around it, because it is a lovely looking car. The detailing, I think Range Rovers are, I think, very British, and it's something that a lot of people like, but of course the only problem with them, they're not that reliable. Well, a lot of modern cars now are not reliable because of all their electrics, but as we come round and look at the badge on the back of this one, it's a pretty quick one. There you go, P400E. So it's got a little bit of electricity in it and a lot of horsepower, and it does go like the clappers. You never know, one of these days we might take it out and we might do a review on it, because it's a lovely, lovely car, there's no doubt about it, especially in this colour. Although I do like them more when their roofs are a different colour to the actual body. Perhaps if that was all black and it looks like a floating roof. But anyway, very, very popular car indeed. Come on, let's get into the workshop and let's see what's going on. We're going to have to breathe in a little bit and squeeze through. There we are, luckily for me I can get through. As I was saying, this is one of the pickups that's been written off in the UK. And if we have a look at it and see what's wrong with it, well, they've damaged that door when that wing got smacked, as we can see. It's all dirty from the shipping, and it's got some dinks and knackering along here. So there's a lot of things, and a very, very oversensitive alarm, because of course it's got no windows. But there we are. And a damaged front end, broken bumper. Luckily the light's all right. Luckily that light's all right. So we can repair that bumper. There's a new wing in the car and a new door as well. So that car will be back on the road soon. I'm pretty sure the alarm will go off soon. There we are, it's gone off now. Right, let's get into the main event. This is where we are. We've got all those bits and bobs still hanging around for that Ford Ranger, which I think is over there somewhere, so you might get to see that. For those of you who are pondering about all these little bits and bobs here, these are all bits and bobs that we take out of car bumpers and those kind of things, and normally we get brand new packs for when we're putting it back on, so we end up with all this lot. But of course this is very useful as time goes on, because let's just say you only want that, and then we can find it and we can use it. See? He's coming, oh, he's coming to put his lighter back. I thought he was coming to come and get a spring or something. See, all sorts of bits and bobs. wonder if there's an aerial in there. No, I've got the aerial in my back pocket, haven't I? Here it is. Here's my aerial. There's my aerial. There we are. Let's keep going. I remember in one of the first videos on the channel, this pickup truck, little lorry, was looking a bit scruffier. If the cameraman pans round now, you can see, yeah, it's dusty, but all of this side, and well, the whole body's been painted, to be honest. All the wheels have been done. So this is owned by a Cypriot gentleman. He's owned it from brand new, by the way, and he uses it to transport fruit and veg and all those kind of things around. And he decides to get it done up after its hard life. And I think it's going to go back to another hard life. Now, watch that. See that there? That's where we park cars up there and we sort of strap a post and a chain, and then we actually pull out bumpers and all those kind of things. And then if you come to this side here, if you're curious to know what this is, it's the same idea. See all these chains? Yeah. And then we can hook these onto various bits and bobs, and then hook it onto various bits of chassis and bits of bumpers and things, and then reverse the car back, or wind it and pull it so we can pull out some of the big structural dents. Anyway, come on, let's keep going, because there's a lot to do. But like I say, I'll warn the cameraman again, be careful on that. Now, don't forget, if you do like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my madness as we take you on our travels in the car business. We buy them, we sell them, we paint them, and we repair them. And if there's a car that you'd like to feature on the channel, drop it in the comments. You never know, that car might be coming very soon indeed. Let's watch this gentleman working, because this is one of our workaholics, and he does like to work. Should we get the camera in there? What's he doing? Yep, he's monkeying around with the inner wheel arch. And it's not easy. It's not easy, by the way. Often when you are rebuilding cars, and even with brand new parts, you know, in this case we put a new bumper, it's had new lights, it's had a new grille. You see the badge is still missing off there. When you're trying to put it all together, that millimetre out and so forth, same on brand new cars, by the way, but it's not as easy as you think. But this car, or van should we say, is coming back to life. There was no doubt about that. It's had a new front wing, it's had a new bumper. If I remember rightly, it had some inner metal parts, new grille. We're monkeying around with these inner wheel arches. But when it's done, the gentleman who owns this van is going to be very happy indeed. What's in here? Let's have a look. Got all sorts of bits and bobs. You see? These are some of the bits and bobs. That's some kind of reflector that's going to go on the front bumper. And I'm pretty sure in here somewhere is the badge, but it's in there somewhere. Anyway, Hassan will do a fantastic job. He'll spend a couple of hours on that, making sure that that van is absolutely lovely. Shall we turn to this one? Because if you do follow the channel, and that's the point, you've got to follow the channel to know these things. This car was parked outside, a couple of weeks ago, and it was all shiny, quite shiny, except this side was a bit dull, and there was one or two little dinks around the front. So it's all been prepped up, the dinks have been sorted out, and now it is in primer and a little bit rough. So before long, it's all going to be sanded down smooth, and then after that it will go into the spray booth, and all of that side, the bumpers and the bonnet, and then we'll blend into that wing, and that car will be almost as good as a new car. And then of course it gets polished up, customer comes and gets it, crosses our hand with a little bit of Faloose, and everyone's very happy indeed. Let's keep going. Do you remember this car? Because this car, again, a couple of weeks ago was featured, and it was parked outside, and it was all crunched around the front here. It doesn't look quite so crunched anymore, does it? As we start to look. Yeah. New beams. This part down here was all damaged, that's new. I think the radiator was okay, so that went back in. And it was similar on this side, if you remember. There was quite a big crunch in here. And again, that is new down there. So all that's done. That's its bonnet. That'll be going on with the bumper and all those bits and bobs. And this little Jeep will be back on the road and looking very, very good, and be a very, very happy young lady who had a mishap with, I think it was a little wall or something like that. Right, I mentioned the Ford Ranger. Here it is. Again, there was a lot of damage down here if we come and have a look, but all this now has been pulled out and straightened out. As we can see, we've been banging it about a little bit. That bit down there is new. There's a new light for it, as we know. All sorts of bits and bobs, and a new wing. Very, very soon, this project is come into its fruition, and there'll be a lot of people happy with it. And of course, the man who owns it will be off into the Acamas and all those kind of things. Nice. Let's keep going. We've got Mr. Grumpy in there. Do you want to have a look? Do you want to say hello to Mr. Grumpy? He's on his phone. There he is. Mr. Grumpy. There's Mr. Grumpy. There he is. Just give him a wave. There we are. There's Mr. Grumpy. There's Hassan, the manager, the boss, the man in charge of the show, on his WhatsApp. Because remember, a lot of our business now comes to us via WhatsApp and Facebook and all those kind of things, and obviously the conventional telephone as well. Let's have a look out here. Let's see what's going to be coming into the body shop very, very soon indeed. Not a lot on this one. A couple of dinks on the front bumper and a bit of a mishap on the side there. Then we'll probably polish his lights up for him, phone him up, tell him his car's ready, and get a couple of bob out of him. What have we got over here? This one's come in from Japan. This car, one of our customers bought it. Much, much cheaper to buy cars in the UK and in Japan, but there are certain criteria. You can't buy a car older than 5 years old now if you want to import it into Cyprus. Same applies to many other European countries. But this car is much, much cheaper in Japan at, let's say, 3 years old than it would be in Cyprus. So many people buy them and then bring them in. But often they've got a bit of damage on them as well. And there's a bit of damage on the back of that one, but we'll leave that for another day. This is a car, and I'll show you how I know, by the way. You know, a lot of people don't understand what I'm saying now. But if we look at this number plate, 0611, well, what that tells you is this car was registered brand new 06 June 11, so 2011. But that plate, because I've lived in Cyprus for a long, long time, tells me that this car came into Cyprus at around about 2014, 2015. And here's one of my little Gumbarus. You see that? Got a couple of cats around, and this is one of my little kittens. Isn't he cute? Huh? My little star. You all right? You having a good purr? He is. Lovely little baby. So we've got about 3 kittens around at the moment, and he's a little star, this one. He follows you around, and he's cute, and he is purring like crazy, aren't you? Where's your mum? She's over there, isn't she? Right, come on, let's keep going. Let's have a look at this one. Needs a bumper, as we can see, but if we look carefully, there is actually a bumper inside there waiting for that car. And then we featured this car quite a few times, haven't I? I've always mentioned about this car. Probably one of the best cars in the world, Honda Accord. And it is a fabulous car. The man is frantically saving up his money because he wants this car to be completely resprayed and brought back to new. So he needs to save up about 3,000. He's given us some of it, and slowly but surely it's going to come back. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, you know what you do, hit that like, smash that subscribe, and keep on coming back. And if you want to keep the channel afloat and perhaps get some cat biscuits and a little bit of milk for this little Gumbaru. Hey Ginge, you all right? Yep. All you got to do is hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, because that's where you could gift us that virtual coffee or two. All you got to do, Google these magic words, Cars and Me, Buy Me a Coffee, up will come our landing page. You could choose to read a little bit more about us, and of course gift us that virtual coffee or two. Let's go and see what else we can find. Let's walk down here, because there's cars everywhere. There really is cars everywhere. Come and have a look at this pickup, because this is all been primered up. This is primer. Yeah, although now in fashion is this colour, isn't it? But this has all been primered up. And as you can see, it's in little bits. There's all sorts. All the door handles are out. All that is inside there, by the way. But hunting season is coming in Cyprus, so a lot of people do up their four-wheel drives, and then doesn't make much sense, does it? But then go and batter them over the winter in the hills and the mountains. And this is one of those cars. And when it's finished, it'll look like new. I've no doubt after the winter season, it'll look like a, well, bag of poo again, shall we say. But man owned it for a long, long time. It's got battered, and now he's spending a lot of money on it. And if we look down the side of it, it's nigh on straight as, it's perfect, there's no doubt about it. We've done a lot of work. We refurbed that one. It's got some nice wheels on it. It's going to be a nice pickup. That's an Isuzu, isn't it? Nice car, not bad. So, let's walk back into the body shop. It's getting a bit hot. If you are curious to know about the temperature, by the way, about 26 degrees, and it's, what time is it? 9:05 in the morning. This little Gunbarrow is going to come for a walk. Here we are. Let's go and have a look. Now, without trying to insult anybody, but this is one of those Peugeot 3008s. And I actually had one of the previous model, which I've now sold, and I thought it was a great, great car. This one, I'm not being funny, I think it's a rubbish car. I just don't get it at all. I think the interior is, well, it's just too avant-garde, shall we say, and it's got this silly little steering wheel. So no disrespect if you've got one, but I don't think they're a very good car. But talking about good cars, that's a good car. Have a look inside that one, because that is a Honda HR-V from around about, what, 2015 to about 2019 or 19 or 20, is it? Fabulous car. What do you think of that car? You like it? Yeah, he likes it. He really likes it. So sit inside it, says, hey, I like this car. You like this one, don't you? Not bad. Nice automatic gearbox, good quality plastics, nice steering wheel, and of course it's a Honda, and if it's a Honda, well, it's not going to break down. Same as a Toyota, two best brands in the world. Simple. So, like I say, I'll say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, you know what you do. Smash the like, smash that subscribe, and if there's a car that you would like to see, like, he's very keen on this car, isn't he? He's thinking, I like this car. You do like it, don't you? You really, really do like this car. I can tell. You like it, yes? Yes. You like the black interior? See? If you've got a pussycat in your life, well, get them to fall in love with you that little bit more and buy yourself a Honda HR-V. This is called a Wiesel, and it comes from Japan. Are you off? Where are you going? You're not staying. You're not staying. He's staying. He's happy. He wants to go back into the Honda HR-V. Let's go and find you some biscuits. Let's have a look. Where's your biscuits? Are they in here? Are they in the office or not? No? No biscuits in the office? No. Where have they put your biscuits? Oh, didn't know that's water. There's your water. Normally biscuits are around somewhere, aren't they? Ah, here we are. Do you want a biscuit? Do you want a biscuit? Do you want? Thinking about it? No? Come on. Let's put you down by your water, because perhaps you're a bit thirsty. And here's your water. So, come on. Do you want a drink? No, you don't want a drink. Do you want some biscuits? Yeah, there we are. You can have a little biscuit or two. Zoom in on my little mate. He's having a little feast. I'll go and get him one or two more. He seems a bit peckish, to be honest. Yeah, Gunbarrow. Have a few more. There we are. Happy little pussycats. Having a morning snack. That's what he's doing. Let's go and finish looking at what Hassan is doing. So basically, all that wing's been done. The lights have gone on, all that. He is monkeying around with the inner wheel arch to make sure that it looks as good as it can. And like I say, it's going to be a great little van for somebody running around on the island of love, which is Cyprus. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to come back again and again. We're on a Tuesday, we're on a Thursday, and of course we're on a Saturday at around about midday your time if you're watching from the UK. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again very, very soon indeed.